That's right. Back at it again, Full Custom Hot Dog here, doing another comic book review. And this time, we're going to be talking about the independent comic book from Secret Comics, Asyl. I've been wanting to talk about this for a bit, and now I'm starting to do more comic stuff, which I like. I love horror, so seeing another aspect of it's always cool. So I want to start doing horror comics. If you got any recommendations, stuff I can yank off the shelves, preferably, or back on Indiegogo. Campaigns are a little scary because depending on who you follow, some of these goofballs do not follow through. But if the price is low enough, it's not a risk. It's a risk I don't mind taking. Secret Comics, that's Nasser. I've talked about him on the show. He always comes through. So if you ever want to back a project and you're afraid, but you see Nasser's name, don't be afraid. He always comes through. With that in mind, before I start, it is worth noting that Nasser is a friend of mine. But I told him if I review this, I'm going to be very truthful. And I wanted to review it, and I want to be truthful. I don't want to, what's the point of just blowing smoke between some cheeks? You know what I mean? When we could be talking about a book and what I like and what I don't like. So, got a cool cover. One thing to note, right? Things are bendy, curvy, weirdo goofball. They were going for a German expressionist feel for a lot of it because it's a fantasy-ish book based on a lost 1920s movie. I don't remember what it's called, the something of Dracula. I don't know, probably, right? Art by Vic King, who's a pretty solid artist. Both of them have projects right now you can back. Vic's doing a project called Artifice, and Nasser's working on Secret Comics Presents, which is going to be like an anthology, which should be really cool. I'm very excited for that. Vic stuff looks really good too. Check them both out. So we'll start here. He signed it. We got cool art. We got a cool interior. I'm not going to go page by page. I'm just going to go through it. It's a short read. I think it's about 25 pages. My biggest gripe with the book is, according to the description and from all the promotion that Nasser's done, they keep saying like, oh, it's about they, like I'm not assuming Nasser's gender. I meant they as in Secret Comics. But they keep saying like, oh, the book is about this woman stuck in a mental hospital with Dracula. And that's pretty cool. However, I don't feel that comes across in the narrative. We open up, we're here, we're on a street, and it's all bendy. It's obviously like a dreamy sequence. And then we've got, now one thing I really like is the panel work. Everything flows really well. And I don't know if that's Nasser or Vic, but I think that's 10/10, especially this part here. I like very, very much. This is rad. This whole sequence. All the sequences here work, but I also don't get the feel that this takes place in a mental hospital. I say that because here you've got some more trippy dreams, and I'm not going to try to spoil it too much, but let me find the page. Maybe I should have marked these. Maybe that's what I'll do next time, is mark them so I know what I'm going to pull. There is a pretty nice little trippy sequence involving a mental hospital, but it just kind of goes into her being in some kind of neighborhood that you're safe to assume is back at her house. That's what I got from it anyway. And she's being chased by this mysterious figure. And all of this kind of works. I like the feel. I wish it was a little bit longer, but I do like what we're getting. I wish there was more of this guy too, because this is badass. Any complaints I have are fairly minor. I do notice like some background objects I feel like don't have a lot of detail, and that's just something that I would like. I've seen a lot of Vic's art, and Vic's art's really good. And Vic's art's great here, but some of the background objects don't do it for me. And maybe that is nitpicky. I think everyone has things they like and dislike on comics, but that's just something I noticed. But I hope I didn't give away too much of this book, damn it. All in all, it's a solid read. There's not a ton of dialogue either, so it's a solid look as well. So if you don't like to read and you just like looking at pictures in sequential order, this may be the book for you. Is it a recommend? I think so. Nasser's price points are fairly reasonable, and if you want to support indie comics, this is one way to do it. But I think that's probably about all that I have to say on it. Like I said, there's not a ton. It's a short book, pretty direct. There is an Asyl 2 coming out, which should be cool. I was trying to pitch him on the idea of a creature in the Black Lagoon in an asylum with the young woman. But I don't think he's going for it. But we'll see. Who knows, right? But yeah, go ahead and check out Nasser stuff. Check out Vic stuff. I'll put links to their current campaigns in the description, so check them out. And I am your host, Full Custom Hot Dog. You can follow me on Twitter. It's Full Custom Hot Dog without the last O, because it's just too long for Twitter. So thank you all for watching, and until next time.
If you like what you see,
I love what I see.
make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you can watch whatever comes next. And if you like the music you hear, you can follow me on SoundCloud and Spotify. Check the description for links.